Hello, I'm Marcus V. Calvert, and welcome to Tales Unlimited. Today's Batchery prompt is: a meteor lands near a small town and irradiates everyone in it, giving them superpowers. Hmm, Oh my. That's a series. Comic book series, television series. See, it that's what I like about Batchery. It's not just for newbies trying to figure out how to write that first book. It's for, okay, this one is advanced level prompting right here. All right, this is like, okay, you've just written a space opera series, you've done 5 books, you're looking for new material, and oh, one prompt and a lot of world building, and voila, you have another series of books, or you have a screenplay, or who knows what you have. Role playing game series. That is Smallville without the Superman, basically. You know, you have a big meteor shower of Kryptonian shards. Superman dies, and someone eventually figures out it all had something to do with this weird baby that died on a Kent's doorstep because it couldn't survive in Earth's atmosphere. Or no, had a food allergy. Chocolate kills Kryptonians just as fast as kryptonite. And the rest is all these other alien irradiated badasses. That'd be kind of interesting. And then when some other Kryptonians show up, they start getting smacked around by small villains. That'd be my fanfic. Like alternate DC fanfic right there. Boom. Over with. I should stop this right now at the 1 minute mark in 39 seconds. But no, I'm going to keep going. All right. So you're in a town. This happens. Where's the town? Sometimes the geopolitics come into effect. Like, okay, what if this was a town in Nazi Germany, like 1930 something, and this gives them the idea for the super race. They're trying to replicate the effect. What if it's a town in Iowa during the lead up to World War II, and a lot of these people are super smart. Some of these people are German or German leaning, like they're German and they like the Nazi cause. That actually did happen historically. You actually had some Americans running off to Germany to fight alongside. Or you have Americans who are off to fight them or fight the Japanese or fight for the Japanese, or it got powder keggy that way. What if it's post-apocalyptic or a zombie apocalyptic? You have a zombie stronghold and they just get lucky. Meteor lands near, boom. Well, mixed lucky because maybe some of the zombies got irradiated too. But you actually have people with superpowers and they use these powers to smash the zombies en masse because, well, everyone's run out of bullets by now. So now you have a race of humans who can basically pass it on, say, through reproductive means. Or what if you have, okay, they have powers, but they're not all of that. They're like Fox X-Men. You know, you can still take them out with a bullet, but they have interesting tricks. And the government's trying to figure out what to do with them. Okay, we're going to corral them, we're going to study them, we're going to use them, and maybe some corporation buys their way into the decision-making process and kind of takes over. You could spin it like The Boys from Amazon, or I'm the comic book series where you have a corporation with superheroes, but they're more benign, and the heroes are less indestructible. They're just there, and you can do your individual plots and subplots and deviousnesses. Yeah. Or maybe they all die. Maybe it's all just one night of powers and they go crazy. If this whole town needs to be put down like rabid dogs with powers. Wow, there are a bunch of ways you could write this out. Or just they all have a town meeting and decide to keep it a secret. And one of them has the ability to make them agree with that decision. Like, be like saying, of all the people who came out, one of them is an overmind, like super powerful, has a hive mind link, and simply says, all right, you're going to keep the secret. And someone's thinking about breaking the secret, and that person wakes up mute, can't remember languages or how to talk. It's like, sorry, it's for your own good. I'll put you back to normal when you give up this idea of snitching us out, you rat bastard. Move on. Um, or you literally have a team called the Town, and they start their own little empire of sorts. Like, okay, we're going to save the world the way we see it. American values that we're going to impose. Fast forward a few decades later, they've taken over the world because they're the only people on Earth with superpowers. As a short story, I would say maybe write it as the aftermath of what happened. So let's give the newsters a chance, the folks who are just getting into the writing scene. That'd be my advice. It hits a town. You maybe have it from the first person perspective. You wake up with your powers the next day. What are these powers? They're kind of cool. Fast forward 10 years in your life. What happened to you? Are you in a concentration camp? Are you doing a book deal? Are you the Lord of Australia for some odd reason? Out of respect for Gene Hackman and Superman 2, you know the one. Who knows? All right. I am Marcus V. Calvert. This is Tales Unlimited. I have rambled enough on the Batchery set, but that's the advantage of Batchery. That's just one prompt, right? Out of 200. And if you're an evil GM, a veteran storyteller, this book is just as useful as someone who's looking to start that first novel and doesn't know how to do it. Well, my answer to that is look through the Batchery series, 200 prompts that you can change to your specs, and you write out half of them. If you can write 100 short stories, then go after a novel, you have ideas in your toolkit, you have put in the time, you've worked on your small game, and you have anthologies to sell. But more importantly, you know what you're doing versus just saying, okay, I want to do a novel cold. Yeah, I'm going to do that one novel. And maybe you do it and you don't want to write a book ever again versus you've written 100 short stories. Then from one of them comes your idea for a novel. You do your novel. You steal all these ideas from yourself, perfectly legal. Do your novel, and then you still have ideas that you put into future novels. That's what happened to me. I wrote 181 short stories, and all you really need is a good reason to put yourself through the ringer to do it. But I would say that is almost like a degree in writing that you can learn on your own time, and it's much cheaper. There's no student loan debt, right? It's just a book. Also on TalesUnlimited.net, where the books are, you can find, beside the Batchery series, anthologies. Again, this is how I got started. I had ideas, and I turned them into short stories really fast, like the assembly line function. Boom, boom, boom. And I put them all out there with the Twilight Zone vibe. Like, what if a blind rock star got framed by a fan for war crimes in another galaxy? Or what if you had a scavenger hunt, a multi-billion-dollar scavenger hunt, in a house full of booby traps? Write it out. Or what if a mad genius saves the United States from a preemptive blitzkrieg attack right before World War II only because he's on his meds that day? That's how I write. And ideas like that gave me the names of things and stuff happened. And then when I wrote my novel series, I Villain, it was so much easier. I spent 4 years writing a novel series, just 2 books. It was crap. But I wrote my first novel in 2 years, and I got over that hurdle. And after that, I was dropping a book a year on average until this pandemic thing. And wow. But please check us out. TalesUnlimited.net for the books, for the Batchery series, for the podcasts. And till next time.